the net of James Starks, Biggs would be on his 8th straight season of not making the playoffs. That is not a playoff team. You are one spot outside the playoffs.
You're right. You're totally right. You're dead on.
I thought
the effort was there.
I thought the Daniel Thomas pick was good value.
That was my worst one.
You alright, brother?
I like that back.
Going back to the
Well, I forgot to button your 7th button down.
Nope. That looks good. Let's see that.
going back to the relevant division. The 6th spot. Barely relevant, but relevant nonetheless. Scott Gerard. That backfield makes me want to poo, liquidy poo, tomorrow morning when I'm hungover as hell and my wife forced a terrible brunch down my throat. I will poo liquid out of my ass and think of this ridiculous match.
You're gonna do that anyway.
It only gets worse when you look at the depth.
But you pick.
Breeze, Nix, Bryant, Fitzgerald, Hernandez save this squad. It's not good, but it's a playoff team. So be it. Scott is the 6th seed of the league this year. Tim Layden is the 5 seed. Sensational.
Wait, who's the 6th seed?
Scott.
You have Drew's team ahead of me?
Hell yeah.
Did you look at Drew's team?
Sensational up at the top. Adequate at best. Slightly above average. And you know what? I don't even know. I don't know, and we'll never know why Tim drafted 6 players he's never heard of, 2 of which will have breakout seasons. I'm just hedging myself against the inevitable. I'm guessing Torrey Smith,
I think your team is
Denarius Moore, and
I think
Stephen
your team
Ridley.
is fucking nasty.
One of those 3 will be the steal of the league. We will look back at these videos and say, Tim Layden is a genius. If you can name me a single player on this roster, where they went to college,
because you had at least 1, 2,
Tim,
5, 6.
can you name me a single player on your team where they went to college?
This isn't about me, brother. It's about you.
Where did Willis Spaghetti go to college?
This isn't about me, brother. This is about
Went
you.
to Cincinnati of Carolina.
Cleveland. Where did the Houston Texans go to college? I feel I made my point. 5 seed.
I'll take the shirt off.
No, that was a 5 seed.
That was 5. This is the 4
I'll
seed.
see you in the
Drew Loft. And you know what? Drew's the 4th seed of this draft because of his roster. But he gets extra credit points for fucking up a lot of other people's rosters. Drew is the only other person other than me tonight who pushed prices up on him. And he gets all sack points. Dynamite receiving core.
One question here. The
Scary.
running backs are awful. The running backs are awful.
The running backs are scary. Shane McCoy, Darren Sproles, scary. This is really bad, actually.
They're all bad.
It gets thin. That's why he's not higher up. That, and that are really good.
And he doesn't have a
Starting.
starting quarterback.
hot garbage.
He has Eli Manning. That was the number 6 quarterback in the league last year. I actually really like Drew's squad. I think the depth sucks, but the starting 5 are dynamite.
Okay.
That is why this is the number 14.
Victor Cruz
I
on the long ball.
thought Drew.
I like the Victor Cruz.
That's one of those, like, walking through a wake area.
It's actually 5, no? There's a 4.
Sorry, Bubs, who's number 5?
That was number 4. That was Drew last year.
Dude, you start over. Sorry, I wasn't.
How many people make the play? How many teams make the play?
6.
6.
Wait, who was team 5?
I was.
10.
Last year?
The hat, little hat lady.
Number 3. He missed out on Alshon Jeffrey. and a disgrace it was for everyone here tonight. But in a difficult division, Mark Gerard
Bubs is gonna pick himself first.
once again has a really solid draft.
You mean faggot bitch?
We all kind of feel like there's a devastating injury in there somewhere, but I don't really see where it is. I mean, how could Michael Vick, of all people, be subject to an injury? If Mark,
Who let the dogs out?
if Mark is victimized by an injury, we would all feel terribly for him because Michael Vick has never been injury prone in the last 22 hours.
During the last preseason? I love the analysis.
Forte, Gore, Green, Ellis. Very solid backfield. Johnson, Wallace, Green. Probably, actually,
Without
don't be a
question.
pussy. Unquestionably the best receiving core going. A high potential quarterback, a very solid running back. Mark G's squad is sensational.
Up and through your bank, right?
He's been snake bitten in the past by injuries. If he isn't this time, that's a serious contender right there. Mark G, good squad.
Tiners.
Let me get a hug. Let me get a hug. Come on.
Hug it out, bitch.
Number 3. He's a contender.
Hug it out, motherfucker. Dude's back in business.
Back in.
Number 2. Bom, bom, bom.
Finn.
I cannot like this lineup enough. If only he hadn't spent so much to get it. The starting lineup looks sensational. What a great quarterback. That's the second best quarterback in fantasy. That's the best running back in fantasy. Steven Jackson is a dynamite number 2.
He's the worst running back.
That's
horrible.
That's
shaky at best.
Great joke.
That's a train wreck. And when you look at the backups to that is
We all listen to
also
the youngest receiver.
that is
Yeah,
also
good.
a dirty pile of poo. And those running backs, shaky. I actually like Ronald.
And this is your
Donald
number
Brown.
2?
Well, at least you.
I like Donald Brown very much.
Oh, sorry.
I thought Thor made some sensational picks at the top of this draft,
Thank you.
but the depth suffered so much.
I want to be
He didn't
beside
even
you.
like his own picks early, and he actually took Bubbles' top guys, and he overpaid and missed what
Who's
could
gonna be
have
number
been
one?
what
Who do you
could
guys
have
think's gonna be
been
number one?
the third ever Game Time League Championship, recently obtained by
Faggot bitch.
Okay. Faggot bitch!
I think in the very last
The running backs are junk.
in the very last place team,
Oh my gosh.
It's fucking genius!
The best guy on the team is
Piss all over that faggot!
My team is pathetic.
That's all that he loves. I'll be honest.
In the last place,
That is.
it's garbage.
Sean Green? Sean Green sucks and I love the Jets.
Alright,
Agree with you.
I want to hear it. He's the defending champ. I want to hear his argument as to why his season.
Yeah, one good player.
I'll
It's
be
a tight
right
end.
Year in and year out.
Great quarterback. This guy's got how many games? He's got 2 games.
9 STDs.
Somebody light his
Two
cigarette.
games.
Somebody light his
Fred
cigarette.
Jackson broke his leg last year. Concussions. New team. Shawnee Green's been a bust every time.
Brentwood's alright. Gronkowski's
Gronkowski.
good.
And the rest of your team
They're
is
splitting the
garbage.
fucking time.
Bubs, why
That
are you
team
number 1?
stinks.
So
Why are you number 1?
That team does suck, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life.
I've honestly
never
Dude,
seen
Bubs, you're
I wanna hear your average.
9 or 10.
I mean, that's honestly
You have no one good. Except Gronk.
Yeah, I mean,
Gronk's your best player.
take the shirt off. Take it off.
I agree. Like,
Yeah, we don't
But
care
I'm
what
not
you say
debating
without your
you
shirt.
did a good job with your rankings and all that. I just don't think the team's that good.
So much wisdom coming from the non-champion side of the room.
oh, love it.
You're
Love
right. You're right. You're right.
Throw a grenade.
You can do that. You can afford
Just
to do
the-
that.
You can
Just a couple thoughts.
You've won the
coming
right. You've
Who
won the
is your
right to
starting
say that.
quarterback?
Just a couple thoughts coming from the champion side of the room. Right?
Please tell me that's your week one.
Well, why do you have the number one seed?
When I made my critique of the dead last place team, right? I said, in no uncertain terms, there's not a single player on that roster that you wish you had at that price. And I was right. You know what the best part about this draft is? And the best part of fantasy football is?
The unexpected.
Your team name is Faggot.
What was it?
The unexpected. You have to expect the unexpected.
Fuck you, you sexual predator.
You gotta grab someone's testicles?
You're in a school zone, you're sick.
I picked Willie last for that exact same reason you all agreed. Last year, you all looked at my roster and said the same thing. And you're doing it again.
Who's gonna break out for you this year?
I didn't pick a single player. Any of you feel jealous that you didn't get at that
Bubs, scouts around the way. I recommend you get 500 yards away from this.
And that is the definition of value. I love.
Bubs, you're doing a disgrace to our family name. Just stop.
Would you mind not touching
My love
those
none of you appreciate any of these picks.
Keep the Spurs in case you're attacked
That's
by
the
a ninja.
reason that they were my picks. I don't come here looking for players. I come here looking for value.
10-year-olds.
You guys tell me who to pick. That is why I will never lose.
Is that why you were so rattled in the first 5 rounds? Were you not rattled?
I was surprised that they chose to destroy their own teams for the sheer sport of it. I could shoot a deer with a gun for the sheer sport of it.
What?
But I'd much rather shoot one.
No, you'd miss. Your aim is terrible.
A 6-year-old.
Hold on a second. Let me ask you this.
9-year-old.
How many players on Willie's team have 30-point potential?
It's all about priorities, Bob.
Go.
Jamal Charles.
30-point potential.
Rice, Stafford, that's it.
30-point potential.
None.
Cam doesn't? Are you kidding me?
30-point potential.
Brady, Foster, Jackson, Smith.
Jackson, how
Smith?
are you saying that? Crazy.
30-point
What did they
potential.
say about Cam?
McCoy, Manning,
How many times did
Johnson,
Cam do it for you last time?
Anyway, let's get to you. 30-point potential.
0.
Colin got past the zone.
Rivers,
Dude,
his face is just like, who the fuck did I draft?
That's my team.
Sunday morning,
Johnson,
8 a.m.
Harden,
There's a little boy sitting at your lap.
Steelers,
Never, ever, never.
Boy kicker ever.
I will never raise taxes. Not ever. Never. Ever. Ever. Never.
But you don't walk into this being like, all right, I want Brady, I want Manning.
I understand why you didn't want these guys tonight. I understand why you didn't want my guys last year.
You know why your shirt's up?
I didn't come here prepared to pick these
You don't understand why
guys.
your shirt's up.
Alright, guys, it's a wrap. I'm pretty sure Bub's gonna keep talking. Let's get out of here.
I came here to expose the flaws in your logic. Thank you for giving me a championship team. I thought you all tried hard.
I
I
respect
wish you
that.
all the best of luck. This is a championship team.
Yeah. Great analysis.
That team sucks my balls.
Like I'm moving up the
My team sucks.
Now, has Bob count? Mr. Rich.
What's that?
Bob's
emailed on
in
Monday.
his historical
Huh?
predictions
Be emailed on Monday.
fairly accurate. Never wrong.
Yeah, other than picking himself first every year.
And winning the most titles every year? Nah, I know that. But his analysis historically
Yes, the cat.
Embarrassingly low. Who's wrong?
It's a big
But
gap.
last year you like flew out and you had to turn around. Yeah. It was that hurricane.
Yeah.
So it was on Friday.